Welcome back to BWO Daily, your source for news in sports entertainment and the world of professional wrestling from your boys at Busted Wide Open. My name is Nick Howell.
And I am Sir Ian Dangerous. And could the Usos return to SmackDown sooner than expected? That's what we're going to ask right at the top of this show, because
the tag team division is in shambles.
Well, that too. They need them back as soon as possible. You may recall Jimmy injured his knee around WrestleMania season, and he was out for allegedly 6 to 9 months. That's the rehab for the injury that he had, tore an ACL apparently. But he's been seen recently without a brace on, as recently as August 1st, actually. He had it on at the end of July. Now he doesn't have it on. And they tweeted out this week, PSA, every WWE tag team, do you Uso countdown. Now, that could just be them saying, yes, countdown to 3 months from now. Or it could be them coming back and Jimmy pulling a John Cena and showing up sometime between Payback and Clash of Champions, which happens at the end of the month on September 27th. So,
wait, there's another pay-per-view?
That's the one that's happening the 27th. They've booked the Amway Center for that, and then supposedly Hell in a Cell in October. So that's the scuttlebutt right now for their pay-per-view schedule.
Well, since you made a John Cena comment, I'll put Nick the doctor, armchair doctor, will step up. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. So what I can tell you about ACLs is that you can recover from them very quickly. Even fully torn ones, they can just be screwed back in, and you're flipping tractor tires in 2 weeks. It's the cartilage ones that you're down for 3 months plus. So yeah, if it's just an ACL, yeah, he could be back pretty quick.
He could come back, and Lord knows they need it, because that tag team division is screwed right now. And the Usos would inject a very welcome bit of energy into it and prestige. So bring him on back. Bring him on back. If he's well, bring it back. But keep the guy who's stalking the PC in jail. That's what the judge of the Ninth Circuit Court did. Armando Alejandro Montalvo, who was actually shot during an arrest outside the PC back in 2015.
This is the poop bandit.
Yes, he also has thrown feces at the front door of the PC. Yes, he's a very disturbed individual. He was also arrested this year on June 5th on charges of battery on a law enforcement officer, trespassing on property after warning, and resisting officer with violence outside of a Walmart. He posted $2,750 bail, and then showed up outside the PC again, repeatedly, on June 15th, among other days. That was the day that he actually harassed Dana Brooke and Lacey Evans outside of the PC. And then he actually was finally arrested on June 22nd. We reported on our show. He was charged with trespass on property after warning again. And the judge said, okay, that's enough. He said the defendant is not entitled to a bond in this case, as he was out on bond when he committed a new law violation. There is no set of conditions that the court could impose that would protect the safety of the community. It is therefore ordered and adjudged that the defendant's motion to set bail bond is denied. So stay in jail, stay away from the PC. He's got his pretrial hearing on November 18th. The actual trial will be November 30th. If he gets out again, what's going to stop him from going back to the PC? What are they going to do?
I don't know.
They haven't been able to stop him yet. So
guard dogs, German shepherds.
Maybe. I mean, after everything that went down with Sonya Deville, this has to be even taken more seriously, I think. Yeah,
somebody needs to do an audit of the security at the Performance Center. Seriously. There's kidnappings, drunken hit and runs. Yeah. We've got people throwing feces at the door. Retribution is running amok.
International Japanese stars are being injured and never getting the career they deserve in the United States. I hear you.
On multiple occasions.
The PC the parking lot's a dangerous place.
It is.
So, yeah, keep that in mind next time you go down there to Florida.
We've got a drug cartel now. Who knows? Just all kinds of stuff going on.
Drug cartels, dressing up as ninjas, kidnapping people. It's madness out there in the PC parking lot. It's also madness in the trademark division of the United States government, because Cody Rhodes keeps trying to trademark the American Dream, the nickname that his father used his entire career. According to Heal by Nature, he was denied on March 24th. He was denied again on July 24th from getting the trademark for the American Dream. Apparently, somehow, the trademark office felt like the specimens that they submitted with their request were not adequate, meaning that they couldn't determine what exactly they were trying to trademark and if it was trademarkable. Apparently, this was ridiculous enough that Cody's lawyer said that he's done this dozens of times with other wrestlers, and he's never seen anything like this. He actually said that he was bewildered and perplexed in their request for reconsideration after final action. They wrote, applicant and its counsel are bewildered and perplexed as to how the instant application and specimens provided with respect to the Class 041 services could be again rejected. Counsel has filed literally dozens of applications on behalf of professional wrestlers with specimens identical in nature to those filed in respect of this instant application. I request that rather than appeal the case, something that Cody is fully prepared to do, if the prior filed specimens are again somehow not deemed acceptable, that counsel be contacted to resolve any lingering issue so that the time and resources related to the appeal can be avoided. Call me, Trademark Office.
Right.
Call me. If you don't like, we have footage of Dusty on TV saying, I'm the American dream, of it being used. We've sent you everything that we've used before in these sorts of cases, which has been approved. And for some reason, this isn't being approved. If you have a problem, call me. Don't just reject it. Just call me. We'll work this out.
Is this a thing where WWE or NWA or somebody has this locked down?
I mean, he had problems getting Bash at the beach because WWE swooped in and trademarked the Bash. And so that he was kind of blocked by WWE there. But there's no indication here that WWE's blocking him. It just seems to be some sort of weird thing with the Trademark Office right now. Yeah. It's possible there could be some behind-the-scenes skullduggery, but I haven't heard anything about that. That would be just wild, rampant, irresponsible speculation to say so. So, wow. Yeah, it just sounds like it's a pain-in-the-ass process all around.
No, well, everything's being decided by computers these days, so it's not crazy to me to think that there's some computer that can't make rhyme or reason to the American dream,
right?
It's or just getting instant rejected like that.
Or somebody's just not looking at it, quickly, long enough. It's hard enough to get unemployment these days. I've got friends here in the state of California who have, it's been now 5 months, and they still haven't gotten their unemployment applications through because of the whole thing's just screwed up. And they never added enough people to take care of it all. So that aside, yeah, hopefully this this refiling, Cody will be able to get it and not have to actually go to an appeal, which is just sounds like such a pain in the ass process for such a relatively minor thing.
Yeah.
But speaking of frustration, Michael Cole was frustrated with Pat McAfee at WrestleMania 35. Now, that's not news. We knew that at the time. There was reports coming out that Michael Cole had chewed out Pat McAfee for wearing shorts with his tuxedo instead of full tuxedo pants. You may recall Pat was on the pre-show for WrestleMania 35. He'd been on other pre-shows for like TakeOver and so forth. But this is his first real WrestleMania pre-show. He's going to be out in front of everybody. And so Michael Cole, sometime before WrestleMania, went to Pat and he said, no jorts. Do not wear your jean shorts to WrestleMania. And Pat recalled this whole story on After the Bell with Corey Graves this week, and it's hilarious. You should go listen to it. But I'll sum it up here real quick because it's fantastic. Because apparently Corey heard no jorts. Gotcha. I'll wear tuxedo shorts. That's the game. And he went out and got tuxedo shorts tailored. Had the whole thing tailored with the bow tie and the suit and everything. Showed up the day of WrestleMania. Was apparently there for like 5 or 6 hours before Michael Cole finally saw him. And when he saw him, it was 35 minutes before the pre-show. It was too late. Cole exploded at McAfee. McAfee was like, what? You said no jorts. I'm not wearing jorts. I'm wearing tuxedo shorts. And apparently Michael Cole, there was nothing they could do. There was no other pants he could have gotten. There was nothing he could have worn.
Wow.
And so Michael Cole, after just giving a piece of his mind once or twice, finally was like, all right, we'll go to Vince with it. And apparently they went to Vince and they went with a video of LeBron James wearing tuxedo shorts.
Yeah.
And Vince took a look at Pat McAfee or heard about Pat McAfee and said, yeah, I'm hip. He looks fine. And was down with it. He was like, yeah,
it's kind of hip. Pat's
I'm
thing.
With it, pal.
It's
totally Pat's thing. That's the thing. It's his gimmick.
It totally is. Even in the promo with Adam Cole, he's wearing jorts.
No, he's never not. He got married in shorts. The man wears shorts. It's what he does.
If I had legs like that, I would wear shorts all the time too.
That's very true. But here he is on WrestleMania. He's the new guy on the block. They don't understand that that's his gimmick yet, and that's fine. I understand Michael Cole's perception of this as well, where he's like, "You're being disrespectful." And Michael Cole is like, "I'm gonna get chewed out," because Vince is gonna see a guy on the pre-show wearing shorts and be like, "What the hell is this, pal?"
Yeah.
So Michael Cole's looking out for his own neck. I get this. It all makes sense. I just think it's a fantastic story. And actually, McAfee said that he's actually never officially met Vince, but he loved the fact that Vince thought, I'm hip. You can wear the shorts. But he said that he and Michael Cole have a great relationship. But that night, they'll probably talk about that night 15 to 20 years from now, because it was just such a thing. So Pat McAfee getting away with shorts on the WrestleMania kickoff show. A Fantastic. Wonderful story. Michael Cole tearing him apart. But that's it for today, Nick. Happy birthday, really quickly, to the great Khali, who we did a special on our show last month. He turned 48 today. Sergeant Slaughter is 72 years old. And Jazz is 47. So happy birthday to all of them. And Nick, that is the news.
Well, thank you, Sir Ian Dangerous, and thank you guys for tuning in to yet another episode of BWO Daily. Make sure you're subscribed here on the YouTube channel by pounding that big red button down below and set your notifications to all so you get notified every time we put up a new episode of BWO Daily. Also, come follow us over on Twitch at twitch.tv/bustedwideopen. We do all of our live streams and live shows over there now every Tuesday and Saturday, so you won't want to miss out on any of that. And also, you can get into our Discord community, all of our social media stuff down in the description below. But my name is Nick Howell. You can find me on Twitter at DataCenterDude.
And I am Sir Ian Dangerous. You can find me on Twitter at Sir Ian Dangerous.
And we will see you guys next time.